guys, I am just a random fangirl and welcome back to my channel. So, this time we'll be reacting to Heartstopper Season 2, Episode 2, and I am so sorry about the delays. I got sick again, and I am actually preparing for my college exam because I am changing careers and I have to present the exam again. So I am very busy because I'm trying to enter vet school. So yeah, it's kind of hard. So I've just been crazy with my times, and yeah, I am just very sorry about the wait, but here we are, and hopefully, because I am trying to manage my times better, hopefully I'll be posting one episode every week. So yeah, last episode was the beginning of season 2, and I was super excited. I am still very excited because I was not expecting the second season to come out so soon, and that is always so great. And it was a really sweet, beautiful episode, but there were some things that I am potentially worried about because, I don't know, there was some foreshadowing at the end of the episode when Charlie was saying like, you know, I can make things better for him and I can be there for him and all of these things are going to go great. And it just makes me feel like it isn't going to be great. It makes me feel that things are going to get bad. And I've talked about how I'm worried about Nick coming out, because there is so many awful people in the world, and you know, not only awful people that are homophobic or biphobic, which is a whole other different kind of phobia, because there is a lot of biphobia even in the LGBTQ community. I don't know, I am bisexual, so I am really worried about that. I am also worried just in general because, yes, there are many homophobic, awful people out there, but there are also really uncultured people out there that don't necessarily mean bad, but still end up hurting you. So there's just a lot of issues, and I am so happy for him that he's, you know, getting to know himself better and that he's, you know, living his truth and all those great stuff. But I am also very worried because, yeah, I am just so worried. What else? In last episode, Nick came out to, oh my god, I never know how to say her name, which is awful because I love her name. And when I am hearing the name in the show, it makes sense for me. It's like, oh yeah, it's obviously pronounced like that. How else would you pronounce it? But then I am here and I'm sitting here and I am trying to pronounce it, and I don't know, maybe it's because English is not my first language. Maybe that's why I am having such a hard time finding the word. Okay, so Imogen? No, that, you know, that sounds wrong for me. Imogen? And that also sounds wrong. I think it's like Imogen, right? I'm so sorry for butchering her name again. I swear to God that I'm trying to do my best to pronounce her name correctly and I just get stuck, which is weird. I don't usually have problem with names. So yeah, I am just, this is weird for me. I'll hear her name in the show and I'm trying to keep the sound in my mind. I don't know why it's so hard. Okay, but anyway, he came out to her and she reacted in the most beautiful way ever, because yeah, sometimes you don't know how to react, but you want to make the person feel loved and feel accepted, and that was the best reaction that she could have. And we are also facing a problem because apparently she's crushing on Ben, which, oh girly, So I am really curious about how we're going to navigate that. Maybe Nick could say that, I don't know, like Ben is not the best guy to have a crush on without, throwing him under the bus, because I don't think that Nick could do that. I don't think that he would be just revealing his dirty clothes. Is that what you said? I'm not really sure if that is a saying or not, but anyway, I can't speak today. So yeah, I am really curious about how he's going to probably try to talk to Imogen about that, because girly, she just crushes on the worst people to be crushing on, like unavailable people. My poor girl, I just want her to be happy and to find a boyfriend who respects her and cherishes her. Nick and Charlie are also, just trying to find their footing with this new relationship with their friends. And yeah, it can be really awkward at first, but they are finding their footing, which is really cute and just funny to see. And now the families know, and Nick's mom just reacted kind of chill. She was really great in that episode as well, but Charlie's parents are more concerned. And okay, so I was rewatching season 1 because I was just playing it on the background, and I noticed that we met Charlie's parents. I don't know why I couldn't remember that. Like, of course we met his dad because he was there on the car with the whole cinema shenanigans, and he was also in the car driving him to the party, and he was like really supportive and really amazing. And we've seen his mom a couple of times, not a lot, but some scenes. But yeah, they're understandably kind of worried, this is the first relationship that they actually know of. And yeah, it just makes sense, I grew up with strict parents, so yeah, that is familiar territory, so we'll see how that goes for him. And also navigating just school life and stuff like that. And the other team that I wanted to talk about, it's Nick and Ben sharing, a class together and sitting together against their will. That could, I don't know, go great or go terribly wrong. I don't know. But I am really curious about that. And then the whole thing with TAO and Elle. So I talked about that last episode in more depth, so I am just going to say that I hope that they figure it out sooner rather than later, because Elle is just pining so hard, and I hate her I hate seeing her like that. I just want what's best for my girl. So yeah, at least she has really great best friends who can help her. But yeah, it's just complicated. They are in that age where relationships don't really have to be that serious, but it's complicated because you're just started dating, even if it's not serious. Dating. Anyway, I am super excited for this new episode and just to see where the plot is developing. I am wondering if we're going to get more details about that trip to Paris. And yeah, so if you're watching this on YouTube, this is going to be a highlighted reaction. But if you want to catch the full-length, uncut, unedited reactions, I am going to leave you my Patreon account in the description box down below, and feel free to check it out. There we have a bunch of episodes ahead in there as well. And I think that's it. So without further ado, let's just jump into this reaction, shall we?
Months, his grades have been slipping across most of his subjects.
Honey, ooh, yeah, no, that's a problem.
Haven't you?
I mean, it's only natural, but damn.
Now,
I've been getting the sense that you've been
Hi.
struggling with your coursework.
Struggling?
Him too. Ah.
Well,
How can you even explain that?
But
Uh-oh.
he's on track for solid grades in his GCSEs.
Oh,
As
really?
he keeps on focusing on his schoolwork, he'll be fine.
Oh, that is great, babe.
Isaac's grades are always excellent.
Of course.
I'd like to see him.
I know getting your first boyfriend is
Yeah.
very exciting, but
What? It's not Nick's fault.
They're not
Been
saying
going
that,
round each
but
other's houses almost every
but
day for weeks, Charlie. It's no wonder
Yeah.
you haven't done your coursework.
Still got a few
Yeah.
weeks to finish it.
well, I think you and Nick need to
Baby.
spend some time apart.
That's not fair.
We are not banning
you know,
each other
it's
completely.
fair.
No, it needs to be a complete ban.
No.
Until this coursework essay is handed in, Nick
Well.
is not allowed round our house and you are not allowed round his.
Okay, so no, I really get it. So just yeah, quick. Okay, so no, she's being really hard with this, but I mean, of course, there are a lot of ways for you to live your life, and there are a lot of ways. There is no right way or wrong way. But if you're choosing to go with the more traditional school or college kind of deal, you really have to pay attention, and I get it. I really get it. Like she said, like, yeah, getting your first boyfriend, it's a big deal. It's exciting. It's new. You want to spend all of the waking time with him and chatting with him or her, and you know, yeah, like your priorities change, and that is just normal. But and I think that we have all had that same experience where you are so deep into a relationship that you stop focusing on anything else, and then you face the hard reality that just because you're in love with someone else, that doesn't mean that the whole world stops spinning and you are behind and you're failing classes, or you stop doing the things that you love and you're spending so much time with that person that you stop being your own. So it is healthy for her to talk with him, but really talk, not just punish him. Like, you should really have a talk, because that is the kind of talk that only someone more experienced in life can give it to you. But because they are their parents, Charlie is not going to be as receptive as if he was talking to someone else. I get it, it's part of the deal. You know, this is a canonical event. And we can't interfere, okay? This is a canonical event. He needs to learn this. But it's so hard to watch, because I think that we've all been there sometime or another. And when I was that age, well, I guess that I was a little bit older. When I was 18, I got not my first boyfriend, but my first serious boyfriend, you know? And that exactly happened. Like, yeah, my grades started going downhill, and I was getting, like, before that relationship, I was getting, 10s and 9s, which would be equivalent of A's and B's. So yeah, I get it. And when my parents tried to talk to me, I reacted the same way that Charlie is, and I didn't listen to them. And then here we are, almost 5 years later, and that relationship lasted about 3 years before I call it quits. And now I realize that they were actually right, and that I was losing myself and just losing my path along the way. I even chose a career that I was not passionate about, and now I'm suffering because of that. So yeah, Charlie really needs to listen to this tough stuff, but because he's a teenager and this is his first boyfriend, and you know, he thinks that, you know, everyone that wants to keep them apart, it's evil, he's not going to be receptive to their advice, which I also get. Again, as I said, it's a canonical event. We cannot interfere. This has to happen. At least Nick is not the toxic boyfriend that usually comes along with this phase in your life. He's actually a pretty great guy. And, you know, he's doing really well in school. So maybe that could help to motivate Charlie a little bit more. So yeah, but she's being really hard, and I am worried that might backfire. And I think that the dad is also kind of worried about her being super harsh about it, because yeah, you should limit the time that your son is spending with his boyfriend because of the grades, but completely banning him, it's just not the answer. And I guess that is the more straightforward and easy solution to the problem, but I don't think that it's going to work in the long run, because that is just going to start with a whole cycle of resentment and snarky behavior. So yeah, no, that is not the right way to go. You could limit it, or you could actually show the consequences, you know, that actions have consequences, and that he understands that this is important. And yeah, he's like, yeah, but we have like 4 more days to finish it. And maybe it's because I love studying, but it's not that easy to get good grades. And the thing is not getting the good grades, that's whatever. The thing is that you're learning, and Charlie is spending so much time distracted that I don't think he's learning either. So it's not good grades and not learning. So yeah, this is problematic, and I just think that this is going to backfire. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. So they do not get along. But he should really study, you know, because not only that is good for him, but maybe that will make his life easier with his parents. Oh, honey, baby, sweetie. Oh no. Okay, so this is happening.
Nick Nelson?
What are they doing? Yeah. That is hella sus.
Hey. Hey.
There, where everyone can hear.
Freak, I borrowed your pen and needed to give it back. I just haven't seen you all day, so I wanted to say hi.
Everyone can hear them. Everyone. Okay, I need to stop worrying. They are so sweet, but so bad at hiding this.
Brother and everything. Yeah. Just.
Staying social hour, boys.
Yeah, kinda true. Like, oh my god.
I'm stealing this, just so you know.
Oh yeah, that is a classic move. Yeah. They are so in love, Your Honor. They make me feel so single.
You okay? Yeah, just stressed about GCSEs. I'm definitely gonna fail maths on Monday. Want me to help you revise? We can go through your notes together.
I mean, like, studying together, but actually studying could be beneficial for both. I am so stressed that they are going to fail. They're so in love.
Lie, this is kind of making me feel more nervous. My application days.
I haven't finished mine yet.
Oh, same.
I haven't even started.
I'm a babe. Same.
I bet they throw really good parties here.
Ignore Felix. They don't want to go here for the parties.
They do throw really good parties here. Just so you knew it.
That's important information.
I'm Naomi, by the way.
I'm Elle.
And this is Felix.
Wow. Okay. She's already making friends with the same interests and goals. So that is great.
I really hope I get it. Hope we both
Yeah.
get it.
We will.
Yeah.
I'm speaking it into the universe.
She's
Manifesting.
I just hate being at a regular school. Like everyone knowing you as the trans girl. Here I
Well,
could just...
That has to be difficult. Naomi, I love that name.
Imogen.
That remind me.
What do you mean?
He's a dick. He's done some really bad stuff.
Yeah, yeah, she doesn't know.
I can't tell you.
I've known him since primary school. He's basically one of my oldest friends.
Yeah, but...
And you know what? I don't actually have that many friends. But Ben is one of the few people who actually likes me. And he's been lovely to me. So whatever happened in the past, he's nicer now. And I really like him.
Imogen.
Good luck in the exam.
Yeah, talking about the boyfriend never goes well, but you should try anyway, but it never goes well. Honey. Oof, that is so relatable. I love how they portray this. That is just so powerful.
You snuck out again. You'll be in so much trouble with your mum.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried about that. I really want to know the background of this.
I just wanted to meet the guy that, turned my little brother gay.
Ah, shit. Yeah, okay.
What?
Ah, shit.
I mean, I should have always known you turned out to be gay, really.
That is not a really nice thing to say, yeah.
And so what?
I'm bi, actually. So, look, if you're going to be gay, just admit you're gay.
Oh my god, he's one of those guys.
Why? I didn't want to tell you.
Too late now.
Yeah, I hate those kind of people.
No, you're not. What? I knew you would be like this.
Like what?
Like a homophobic prick.
Christ, what is going
Yeah,
on?
Why did
kinda.
you tell him about Charlie?
I didn't, darling.
Mum didn't tell me. You left a picture of you two kissing on your bedroom wall.
Why do you keep going in my room?
Come on, Mum. He's saying he's bi. I mean, what a load of absolute bullshit.
Oh my god, oh my god.
He can't even admit he's gay.
Because he's not!
Told Dad yet? Have you?
Oh my god.
Imagine what Dad's gonna say.
He's such a dick.
I'm just being realistic.
Yeah, he
There's
is.
enough, David, in the kitchen now.
Like, yeah, of course, even the photos on the phones are amazing. Everything is so aesthetically great in this show.
I like Elle. Okay?
Okay!
I said it. And don't laugh.
Shit!
I bet you've all been laughing behind my back because I've been so oblivious. Honestly, Elle can do better.
Oh,
And
honey.
She probably doesn't even like me back. And
She's
this
crazy
is
about
going
you.
to destroy our friendship. It's
It
going
is
to destroy our
not!
friendship
Oh,
group,
honey.
And it's going to leave me devastated for years to come. So this is a really selfish and stupid thing to do. But I'm going to tell her.
There you go. Run! Fly! Finally! Ah! Finally! Wow! I am so happy that we finally realized. I mean, not realized because he has been aware of it, but he's finally deciding to do something about it. And it makes me so freaking happy. Everyone is so miserable. I knew that this was going to happen. I don't know why it's affecting me. Like, I knew that we couldn't have all perfect things, and not everyone was going to be nice about it. I just was not expecting for it to come in the form of Nick's brother, which is just really hard and just fucked, you know? I really get it, how it feels like to be yourself, you know, like you, and to be afraid of telling your family, like maybe not even all of your family, but some part of your family, some members that you just know. It's hard, even if you're not super close with them, or if you are closer to them, it's hard. My mom and dad are pretty liberal in that sense. They have always been really supportive about everything that I done, do, whatever. They are just really supportive parents, even when they are really strict. But I have a lot of other family who is not as progressive and not as, yeah. So I get it. It's just, you eventually learn how to deal with people not liking you just because of who you are, who you like. Like, you kind of get used to it. It's not easy. It doesn't get easier. But you grow more accustomed to it. But when it is your family, it's just a little bit different. It just hits a little bit harder. Even if you are not super close with the person in question, because I mean, of course it's different in every culture. Like, for example, in the United States, I have an idea of how the culture is, and it's very individualistic, and even then it's hard. But in Latin American countries, family is really, really united. Like, I've seen many American shows and movies, and I'm always weirded out, and I don't know, it's just really weird and interesting for me. The concept of sending your kid off to college in a whole other state, or just seeing your family once or twice a year, that is crazy for me. Because in Latin American countries, more usually than not, family is really tight. For example, I live in a piece of land that my grandfather bought a bunch of years ago. And in that piece of land, my grandfather and my grandmother built their house. and there was a lot of terrain. So after that, when my father grew up, he built our house, which is where I'm living now. And then there was still more space in the back of the house. So one of my uncles built a house there, and my grandparents' house has like two levels. And there was a time where my aunt was living there, but then she got married, and then she moved out, but still like 30 minutes away. And because we still had more space, there is like a little place where you can rent and be an office or whatever. And she's a psychologist, so she used to work like 3 days a week, 4 days a week, and she was just around the house again because she was working here. And my uncle, who lives with us, who lives in the terrain in his own house, works with my other uncle, who is married to my aunt. So my other uncle, even though he doesn't live here, does not only came here for my aunt, but also because he had to work with my other uncle. And yeah, so anyway, we were like 12 people in one terrain, and it is really big. It's like one house here, one house here, and one house here, and then this is the part of the services where we wash the clothes and whatever. And all the houses have like, they're completely independent, but they all unite in a common place that it's a garden. It's a common place where you can play ball, and there's a garden. And then you have then another part where we have a garage. So what I'm trying to say is that we were, for a lot of the time, for many of my life, 12 people living basically in the same, not in the same house, because there were different houses, but more often than not we were together. And then we used to spend every Sunday together as well. And then that was just a part of my father's side of the family. And my mother's side of the family, I also have one uncle, one aunt, and then my grandfather, and then my cousin. And they live like an hour and a half away, because I live pretty far away from civilization. But still, we see them once every 2 weeks. So what I'm trying to say is that it is really, really close. It's like that movie Encanto, where she's introducing all of her family, and there's just a lot of the family, and you really have to pay attention to figure out who is connected to who, and the relationship. Yeah, that is how Latin American families are. Or Coco, that also shows really well how Latin American families are, and that is centered in Mexico, where I live. So that it's like that. So we are really close with our families. We see them a lot of the time if we don't live with them. And a year ago, my family that lived with us decided to move to another part of the country, and now I only see them maybe twice a year. And it's been really hard on all of us, and I get really emotional even when I'm thinking about it. And I miss everyone like crazy. All of that to say that it's different in every culture. So I don't know if Nick is going to really take it hard, because I really don't know how close he is with his brother and how the culture works for him to be more individualistic. Or he seems to have a great relationship with his mom. His dad seems to be an asshole, and his brother is not really great, but I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he'll learn, maybe he'll stop being an asshole. For now, I don't really like him, but we'll see, you know, maybe there's some room for growth. Whatever. Biphobia really gets on my nerves because I've experienced a lot of that. Anyway, all of that to say that it's a little bit different when family is involved. And I haven't come out to all of my family, like just to my parents and my brother, and that's it. That's it. That's all of the extension of my family that know. Because I'm not really sure how the other part of the family could react, even when I'm really close to them. And it's hard, so I get it. I really get that's kind of hard and difficult and just a little bit different than coming out to anyone else. Because at the end of the day, it's your family. And like it or not, you grew up with them. And it's just a lot more harder to not knowing how they're going to react. Or if they react like Nick's brother reacted. And Charlie really needs to take school more seriously. Like, oh my god. That boy is stressing me out so much because I want what's best for him, and I get why his mother is acting like that. I'm not sure if that is going to be the right call. We'll have to see, but I get it. I just get it. And then Charlie and Nick, they're teenagers, and they are teenagers in love, so it makes sense that they would act like that. Again, as I said, it's a canonical event, and we can't interfere. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. I am sure that Charlie is not going to fail. And then Tao is finally ready to say that he likes Elle. So let's hope it's not too late. Of course, we know that Elle still has feelings for Tao. By too late, I mean I don't know. A lot of things could potentially happen. So let's hope that none of them do. Let's hope that they can confess their feelings to one another and be happy and leave all of the drama behind and just keep the drama of her moving to college, because damn. And I think that they confirmed a third season, right? So maybe that will take place in college. I don't know. That could be really interesting to see. And I just love all of the setting design and the costume design and just everything is so visually appealing and pleasing. And maybe I should take inspiration from that to just make my room look more Pinterest-like. I'm trying to do that, but I don't know. There are a lot of changes that I would have to make. But yeah, I love this episode. I am dying for the next one. Let's hope that this doesn't go badly. Okay, so if you enjoyed this reaction, don't forget to leave a like or a comment. Anything you want would be highly appreciated. And if you want to know when I upload my reactions, I'm going to leave you my Patreon account in the description box down below, and feel free to check it out. I guess that's it, so we'll be seeing each other on the next reaction. Bye!